What is happening, guys? Welcome back to another Transformers review. Again, we are continuing the month of July with just Transformer review after Transformer review. So this one is one that I actually got not too long ago, really. I got this one at my local comic book store. It's used, so there's no box, so we don't have to look at a box. So this might be a little bit shorter since I don't have to ramble on about box, but knowing me, I'm probably going to ramble on a lot. But this is Arcee, based on her appearance in the Bumblebee movie, one of my favorite Transformers movies of all time. And I really do like this design. And from what I've seen with a bunch of Arcee figures, comparing her to, like, you know, some other ones that I've seen and some I think the Rise of the Beast one, this one might be my favorite because it's more of that comic book accuracy that I do, or not comic book, the old TV show accuracy that I do like from the cartoon, mixing it up with, like, you know, a more modern look with more mechanical details and, you know, giving it more realism with its live action look. But we have her right here. She looks pretty cool. The only thing I got from her is her little instruction booklet, which is basically the same as everybody else's so far. Nobody's been different. Her transformation from robot mode to this mode was pretty interesting. I just transformed her for the first time last night, and it might have been because I was way too tired, but yeah, it was a little tricky in some spots, but I managed to actually get it, so I'm happy with that. I feel like after maybe one or two more transformations, I could probably get it down packed because her transformation is very simple. Like, there's not much to it. You're pretty much just folding her head backwards, connecting it to that, you know, switching up some stuff here and there, and that's pretty much it. But this is, I believe, the front of the bike mode, and it's pretty cool. I really do like the way it looks, actually. It's probably one of the best bike modes I've seen on Arcee. Yeah, I haven't really seen much, but I think this is a really solid bike mode. I think it looks awesome. It reminds me of kind of like the Tron kind of bike that you see in, like, the game. That's just kind of what it reminds me of. It looks really cool all the way around. I do very much like it. I think the only ugly part might be just the back of it, so we're gonna kind of bring this up a little bit more closer. But I like the front. The front's really cool. I like the little glass window there. The tires do rotate, so that's pretty cool. It's not the smoothest because, you know, they don't really rotate as well, but I mean, they rotate, so I mean, that's pretty cool. It's got some nice mechanical detailing. I really do like the way that looks. I think the back is where it kind of lacks because it just looks like she's holding two guns like that without a head. But I mean, from a distance, it doesn't look too bad, but it's just kind of ugly looking. She does have some tiny wheels right on her elbows right here, which I really do like. The robot back, the bottom of it does look a little weird. Just looks like a pair of legs and you know, the hip pieces there, but, you know, it's whatever. I do like how they kind of use the guns for her transformation. It kind of makes it look a little bit more complete. Without the guns, it just looks very odd because it just looks like that. So yeah, I would highly suggest maybe using the guns when you're displaying her if you have her in her vehicle mode. But really, that's pretty much it for this vehicle mode. There's nothing much else I want to talk about. Maybe just like the solidness of the robot mode or the bike mode is pretty nice. I really do like it. I think the only problem I might have, of course, is the back, because this part does snap into here, but it does, like, come loose just a tiny bit than I want it to. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that I have a problem with. I mean, it's a standard bike mode, and really, I wouldn't really be transforming her like this. I wouldn't be leaving her on the shelf like this. I really do love her alternate mode, which we'll be taking a look at in a second. But it's a pretty decent bike. I think they did a pretty good job for what they had, especially on a tiny figure. She's pretty small, so that when they were able to compact her stuff, you know, into a bike mode, I think they did a fantastic job. So let's take a look at the robot mode, and let's just see how much kibble is on her, because Arcee figures have a lot of, you know, kibble on them when it comes to their Transformers figures. So let's see how bad she is. So here is Arcee in her robot mode, and I have to say, This is a fantastic looking robot mode, especially for such a small figure. We will be doing a size comparison with the other Transformers figures, just to kind of show you guys exactly, you know, what I'm talking about. But she looks awesome. I really do like the way she looks. I love the paint job. The pink is not as hot pink as it is on camera. It's more of a lighter pink, but I think that's perfect for her. Even the hot pink actually looks very nice. And I just love this whole front mode of the robot. The back mode is a little sad because you do have the backpack, of course, and it does kind of jet out a lot. But honestly, I feel like it could be a lot worse. This is probably the best that they could do. And I think it's pretty, you know, it's passable. I really do like the way this figure looks. I have seen a lot of people say that this is probably the best Arcee figure that you could probably get, and honestly, I'd probably have to agree with them. I don't think I'd ever want to trade up this Arcee for any other Arcee figure that I've seen out there. If they ever made another one that looked almost like this, but you know, really toned down the back kibble, that'd be really cool to see. But until then, I mean, I don't think that's ever going to happen. This is my favorite Arcee figure ever. So taking a look at all of her little details that she's got here, taking a look at this face, this little bug-eyed face, I really do like it. It's pretty cool. I really do like how they painted the eyes, like taking a little bit more of a closer look at them eyes. It's pretty nice on how they did it. I am very, very pleased with the way it looks. There we go. So it's not bad. I really do like the way it looks. Very nice, very mechanical. Maybe a little bit more color into there because all that is silver, but it works. The face is kind of odd looking. I mean, it's not bad. It reminds me of Bug's Life. You know, the princess. That's just kind of what the vibes I'm getting from this. I don't know if you see it too, but that's kind of what I'm getting. I love everything else. The mechanical detail is very nice. I really do like the way it looks. The hips, though, that's pretty nice. I really do like all the way. It looks very nice. I love how slender she looks. It's a pretty cool figure. The feet, I don't know what the hell that was. The feet really does look nice. I really do like that. I like the wheels on the back. I think that's cool. It might look more kibbly than I would like, but I think it looks fine. I really do enjoy that she does stand up, especially with those back wheel parts. That's pretty much what helps her stand up a lot more than than she would probably in the long run. I do like the backpack. It's not bad, but I mean, it kind of looks like maybe it's supposed to be there. I also do like that it can also be used as weapon storage because these little tabs on the on these little wing parts here, I don't know what they're called, thrusters or something, that you can plug in the pistols in. So I think that's pretty cool if you don't want her to hold her little guns here. So I think that's really, really neat. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the figure. I think that she's really, really cool. Very small to handle, but I think it's really nice. I kind of want to do a little bit of a size comparison before I get into the robot mode or into the articulation. So I'm going to kind of have her try and have her like this. There we go. That should be good enough there. So here she is next to the previously reviewed Cheetor from the Beast Wars movie. You could definitely tell there is a big size difference between the two. Here she is next to Starscream, who pretty much towers over her. And here she is to the OP01 Transformers Optimus Prime figure that I reviewed at the beginning of the month. And I think they look pretty dope together. I actually really do like these two standing side by side. It's really cool just to see, you know, Arcee actually done pretty well. I think they did a fantastic job with this Arcee figure. Again, a lot of Arcee figures, even third party from what I've seen, they don't really do her justice as much. So it's pretty cool to actually see that they actually tried with this one. So good on you, Hasbro. I actually really do like the way you did this figure. In terms of the transformation itself, I think it's awesome. The transformation mode is not as good, but it's not bad. But I think they did a pretty good job. I was about to go right into the scoring, but we're not there yet. We got to look at the the posability. So for posability on this figure, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm gonna try to set my camera up just a little bit. She has a head that can go up about that far, down that far, which is pretty far. This little part does kind of untab a little too easy, but you can kind of get her into a slit throat position. I don't know. But it's pretty cool that she can look up pretty far, so I do like that. She has a swivel at the head as well. She has an arm movement that can go all the way out, and she can go a full rotation. These little back parts do get in the way, but they are on ball joints, so you can kind of swoosh them out of the way if you want to. She has a swivel at the bicep. She has a nice double bend at the elbow, which is really cool. No swivel at the wrist, which kind of sucks. She does have a waist swivel, which is pretty nice. She has a beautiful spread at the legs. Of course, a little bit of thigh rotation, which is pretty nice. She has a bend at the knee, and of course, she has a very nice pivot and a little bit of up and down. So for posability, she is pretty nice to pose around. I really do like the way that they really did this figure. I think it's really cool. So as I was saying before I remembered I was doing stuff, I think the transformation is very nice. I think that they did a fantastic job with it. Maybe, you know, when, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, there we go. Now you can actually see what I'm doing. So in terms of the transformation, it's very nice. I really do like the way it looks. A little kind of a hassle, but that's just because it was late and, you know, I was not really paying attention as much. In terms of the posability, I love the posability. I think it really works very nice. In terms of the feel of it, it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. I think the only annoying parts are probably these little back parts, these little thrusters here. But other than that, it feels very nice. It feels very sturdy, so I like that. The overall look of the alternate mode is not bad from the front, but from the back it does look a little weird. But other than that, I think it's pretty decent. Really do like the way it looks, like the Autobot logo on the chest. I really do like all the detailing. It just looks so nice. They just did a fantastic job with this figure. I think that this figure deserves a nice 4.6 out of 5. I think that they did awesome. There is room for some improvement, but I think they did a fantastic job overall. So that is pretty much my review of the Arcee figure based on her appearance in the Bumblebee movie. And it looks awesome, so I'm glad I picked her up. I got her from pretty much cheap, so you can find her cheap anywhere you look. And I think that she fits into the collection very nicely. But that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Transformer review for July.